First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to give this talk. I will be talking about the calculation of fully differential cross sections for the intermediate and low energy electron impact ionization of water molecule. My name is Ghanshyam Purohit and I am from Udaipur, which is in the northwest part of India. So, the charged particle impact ionization has been important part in the atomic physics and for the development of quantum mechanics, beginning from the experiment done by Rutherford and the first theoretical paper published by Thomson for the ionization by moving electrified particles. It has a lot of contributions, particularly for the everyday processes, both natural and man-made. They are driven by the collisions between the charged particle and atoms, ions, molecules or clusters. Atomic and subatomic micro world information could be achieved by these kind of collisions. There is interaction of complex target with charged projectiles, which give a lot of information about the target as well as about the wave functions. It helps in the development of the quantum mechanics and it helps for the advancement in the experimental techniques as well. So, we can say that the charged particle process is a fundamental collision process with applications in different areas as plasma physics, astrophysics, atmospheric modeling, discharge physics, radiobiology, etc. We can summarize very briefly the development in the field experimentally as well as theoretically, beginning from the first experiment, coincident experiment done by the Earhart et al. And there are more groups working in the field from Longwick like Andrew Murray, Brigitte Lohmann and Stevenson, a group led by Nixon and Murray, group led by Lemam Binani, group led by Alexander Dorn from Max Planck Institute, and Indian group led by Professor L.C. Trivedi, who is recently working on the water molecules by electron impact as well as on the heavy ion impact. If we see on the theoretical backgrounds, there are work beginning from Weigold and McCarthy, then there are a lot of works done by Madison group, by Klaus Bartschart, by Dal Capello group, Igor Bray group, and basically the theoretical techniques which have been used mainly has been the plane wave Born approximation, plane wave impulse approximation, distorted wave impulse and Born approximations, the CCC techniques, the TDCC and recently the B-spline R matrix. So, these are the few basic theoretical and experimental techniques used for the ionization. So, basically what happens when the projectile comes and hit the target, electron comes and hit the target, it can ionize single or double or multiple ionization can take place. We can learn about the scattering process in different steps. There may be elastic scattering, inelastic scattering, excitation process, there may be ionization process or the electron-electron exchange. And for these processes, we can calculate the cross sections, which may be a singly differential, double differential or triple differential, which is the fully differential cross sections for E to E, or a 5-fold differential, which is mostly used for the double ionization processes. So, we can understand by this mechanism about the collision process, and you can see that this study could be done in different geometrical arrangements. It may be a coplanar symmetric kinematics in which the incident electron hits and ionizes the target and two electrons are ejected at equal energy and angle, which is the case of the present study which we have done on the water molecule. It may be also an asymmetric geometry in which we fix the one of the electron and the other electron is scanned. And there may be some other interesting cases in which the experiments and theoretical studies have been done beginning from coplanar to the perpendicular plane geometry. So, when we take a molecular target, there are difficulties. It produces a significant challenge due to the distributed nuclei and contrast to atoms, because in atom we have a single nuclear scattering center, but here we have to deal with the multicentric problem. So, generally the molecular wave functions are not spherical and we have to deal with the challenges here. So, there is a further challenge in the molecular it is difficult to align the molecule prior to the collision. So, the models must consider the random orientation of the target for the accurate comparison. So, this way it becomes computationally quite difficult, and the information about the molecular collisions are very important for the development of the collision dynamics. So, here we have studied about the water molecule, we have calculated the differential cross sections, and water molecule particularly becomes very important to study because it is the most abundant molecule on the earth, and it helps in radiobiology where it is commonly used as the surrogate of the living matter, which is mostly composed of the 60% of the water. The energetic and angular distributions resulting from the electron induced collisions with the water molecule are commonly used in charged particle text structure codes and modeling for the radio induced images induced damages in the biological samples, and particularly the knowledge of the collision dynamics of low energy electrons with biological system remain crucial for the development of the robust numerical models of the charged particle tracking in the biological matter. So, this we can understand from this here. The projectile is dense and low energy electrons are released and then can damage the DNA here, and this kind of study is quite important to do. This process could also be done by the heavy ion impact because heavy ion impact therapy is quite useful, and because there are many low electrons, low energy electrons which are produced in this heavy ion impact therapy, and which creates the most of the damage of the biological samples. So, recently the group of Professor L.C. Trivedi, TFR Mumbai in India, has conducted experiments for these heavy ions, and these experiments are conducted mostly for the carbon and the oxygen 8 plus in the energy range of 2 to 5 MeV per U on H2O, and they have shown that there is a very nice agreement of his experimental data with the theoretical treatment CDWEIS done by the Rivarolas group in Argentina. These are the DDCS calculation for these heavy ion impact. Similarly, they have also reported the angular distributions for these double differential cross sections, and very good agreement has been achieved. So, this kind of heavy ion impact processes on water produces the low energy electrons, and with the study of these low energy cross sections are quite important for the water molecules. So, we can see from the molecular orbital theory that the molecular orbitals could be constructed by this from the atomic orbitals by constructively or destructively combination of the wave functions. We can see that in case of bonding and anti-bonding moving quite fast from here. So, this way the molecular orbitals could be constructed. When we come to the molecular orbitals of H2O, we know that these are non-central atoms, and for these there are group orbitals which are formed, and for the H2O particularly there are 5 orbitals what we can see here, and these 5 orbitals are classified in terms of the A1 and B1 representations, which could be obtained by the wave functions when both of them are positive and when one of the wave function is negative. So, from the characteristic table we can see that these are the 5 molecular orbitals of water, 1 A1, 2 A1, 1 B2, 3 A1 and 1 B1, which is the HOMO, and the symmetry of the 2p oxygen orbital representing the lone pair of the electron on the oxygen atoms prevents it from hybridizing with the H atomic orbital. So, leaving this molecular 1 B1 home orbital essentially just like the atomic like structure. So, in this present study we have reported the calculations for 3 A1 and 1 B1 molecular orbital of water. We have done our calculations using the distorted wave Born approximation, and we can represent the scattering amplitude in the distorted wave Born approximation by this matrix element here. The differential cross section could be represented by this expression, where we have calculated the incident electron as well as both the outgoing electrons are represented by the distorted waves, and we have taken the spherical potential here, static potential equally ground state reported by Furness and McCarthy and then modified by Riley and Thulard. This is a spin average static potential, and this is the distorted potential what we have used. We have also included post collision interaction, which is very important at this energy range, because we are treating quite low and intermediate energy range, and we have used a simple model suggested by Ward and Mack et al. And we have seen that this post collision interaction has been quite useful in getting the trends for the water molecule. So, we can represent the ionization of water molecule like this, and the target molecular orbital in this case we have expressed in terms of Slater like functions, all centered at the common origin, and they can be represented by this equation here. Here Ni is the number of Slater orbitals, and these phi and A the weight of each atomic component. Here we can represent this phi in terms of the radial matrix and spherical harmonics, And we have taken these parameters and the quantum numbers required from the tabular form reported by Mukoya for water molecule. So, we have done this calculation for the coplanar symmetric geometry, in which both of the outgoing electrons share equal energy as well as equal angles, and we show some of our results here. These are the results for the 3A1 state of the water molecule in coplanar symmetric kinematics, and in this case we represent here the result for when both of the two electron share equal energy as 2 electron volt here. In this case, the equal electron energy is 5 electron volt, then 10 electron volt and 20 electron volt. In each case, we have compared with the experimental data reported by Murray and Nixon from the Manchester, and we have also compared by the MDWB theory here. And we see that we get a reasonable agreement with the experimental data here, but still there are discrepancies in the theoretical and experimental data in both theories. In this lower figure, we have compared the electron as well as the positron impact ionization cross sections for the water molecule for the 3A1 orbital. And we have also done some magnetic sublevel resolved calculations in m equal to 0 sublevel, and we see that these contributions are for electron as well as for the positrons. So, we see some oscillatory structures in the cross section. We have reported these data and get published in PRA in 2014. We have also calculated for the 3A1 orbitals few more results we show here. These are the results from coplanar to perpendicular plane geometry, in which the incident electron makes angle of 22.5 degree in this case, 45 degree, 67.5 degree, and this is the case where the incident electron comes perpendicular to the scattering plane. It means both of the outgoing electrons are ejected perpendicularly to the incident beam, and we have compared with the experimental data of the Kaiser et al. For the Murray and Nixon et al., and we see that we get nice agreement here apart from this range where we are not getting good agreement, and here in this range. These are the results which we have obtained for the 1B1 orbital of the water, and here we have compared the results with the experimental data of Kaiser et al. And in this case, we have represented the incident electron beam is at 20 electron volt, 40 electron volt and 60 electron volt above the ionization threshold in all these three cases, and good agreement has been obtained for these two cases, but still there are disagreements here. This is the orbital which is mostly just like atom, and here it represents the forward and backward scattering peak, which is also seen in the atomic case, and we see that there are certain discrepancies in the theoretical calculation which still requires to treat it more properly, maybe inclusion of the second order bond terms, or maybe some more polarization potential term could still improve, and that will try and in progress. We have also done calculations for the H2 molecules. So, if we compare our calculation with the H2 molecule, we see that the agreement is quite nice in comparison to the H2O. So, which demands that there is a requirement of more theoretical efforts to move further, and more theoretical efforts will surely help to understand the collision dynamics better for the water molecule, which is biologically very important molecule. So, in conclusion, we can say that we have calculated the TDCS for the water molecule using the distorted wave Born approximation and including the post collision interactions, and we have calculated our results quite near to the threshold, and we see that we get good agreement, but still more efforts are required to improve these agreements, and maybe more accurate molecular wave functions are also required to treat properly and to get better agreements in case of these all results. So, with this I wish to show our group members. We have a very small group working at Udaipur with us, and we are trying to collaborate with Professor Alexander Dorn from Max Planck, Germany, Professor Christophe Champion from France, Professor Azuma San from Tokyo, and Professor L.C. Trivedi working in TFR Mumbai, and he has done a lot of calculations for water molecules. So, we are in search of few good collaborations and work more on the water molecule. Thank you for your patience.